Yo, check this out.
Previously heard. Good Hope FM. Let's go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you have just joined us, welcome to the show. It's awesome having you with us. Well, in the building, we would like to welcome a gentleman that's in fact, is proclaimed as one of South Africa's standout music producers, the 2022 South African Hip Hop Awards Producer of the Year nominee, and 2023 two-time SAMA nominee. Has orchestrated chart toppers across multiple genres for artists such as Youngster CPT, Shen Eagle, Millions, MTD, Koala, Maglera, Doughboy, Chad, The Don, Blake's P-Dot, P.O, Bravo LaRue, Raf Don, Chad Simon, and Jamie Nebus, and Spyro, one of my favorite Cape Town hip-hop artists out there. So he is here, he's live, he's in the flesh. Shaney Jay, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Eddie D. It's actually great to be back here. I was thinking about it on the way here. This is actually where it started for me.
Wow,
back
awesome. That's good to know.
Back in 2013, 2014, the Eddie D cypher.
Yeah, so you came in here as a rapper, right?
I came in as a rapper, and I'm on the other side now.
No, awesome, man. So let's get back to that very quickly. So for listeners that don't know, right? When I started at Good Hope FM, I did the night show. I think my first slot started at 7 p.m. Then it went all the way through 7, 8, 9, 7 to 10 or 7 to 11, something crazy like that. Then they moved the time to 8, and then I think it was cut by an hour. Yeah. And then I think it moved slightly later to that. But in the night show, apart from all the other things that we had on there, we had what was known as the ciphers. And I know there's so many people on my case. Bring it back. But that's another discussion, right? Don't worry. There Shaney's also saying.
Bring it back for the culture.
So guys, ladies, I have to tell you though, we had so many artists come through these doors from all over Cape Town. They even came from Atlantis, they came from Ceres, they came from George, they came from Port Elizabeth. We even had artists that flew in from the US, Germany, Sweden, all this, the Netherlands, all these places. I think we had some artists from the Congo in here as well. And we did a rough tally. We probably had more than 2,500, close to 3,000 artists.
That's crazy.
In that 10-year period to come in the cypher, and you among those that helped to pave the way. How awesome is that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That was back in 2014, I remember.
Correct, 2014 when you came in. I think we started the radio show late 2009. 2010 kicked in, and 2011 we started ramping up the cyphers. So awesome. So tell me, being a rapper and making the transition into becoming a producer, is that a conscious decision, or are you like, nah, I can handle both?
Obviously, me and Spyro at the time, shout out Spyro, we had this rap group, and at the time, producers, I was sending beats. The beats weren't all that. Let's be honest. And then I went to go, and at the time there was no YouTube tutorials. I didn't have internet access, couldn't look at YouTube tutorials. And I used to watch this one producer at All Labs. He was making beats. I watched him. I was like, okay, cool. I could probably do this also. I went back home. I did the same thing. I played that first beat for Spyro. It was like, yo, bro, listen to this. What do you think of this? Like, yo, this is actually dope. Like, yo, did you make this? And ever since then, I never looked back. And I think during my matric year, I actually had my first song playlisted as a producer on Good Hope. I think it was The Faith, Political Dreams. Not sure if you remember that song.
Yes, I do.
And that was the first song that was playlisted, and I never looked back. I was like, this is what I have to do.
Wow, that's awesome. So I know we're going to be dropping a new song, right? Shaney Jay featuring Youngster CPT.
Yes,
That's coming up. To our listeners that have just joined us, we're chatting to Cape Town City, or should I say one of our country's most talented music producers right here. And he's from Cape Town. You from Bridgetown as well?
All the way from the 7764.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Him and Spyro, Bridgetown represent.
Yes, sir.
Shaney, so I mean, with all the work that you've done through the years, you have a very distinctive sound. When you listen to a beat and you know you're in the scene and you're really dialed in, you'll know that's a Shaney beat, or at least it's got some sort of textures and nuances. How did you manage to craft that signature sound?
10,000 hours. That's all I can say. Like, I was always, sometimes I would have this thing called like, when I was starting out, I did this thing called like a drum pattern week. So in that week, I would only work on drums.
Yeah.
Like, how can I make it different? How can I stand out from other producers and stuff like that? And whenever I play beats for people, they all like, yo, your drums stand out the most. And I think that when I did that drum pattern week, it contributed a lot
Yes.
to where I am today. And even like the melodies, like I was telling the homie on the way here, like every year I try to change my sounds. I try to build my own drum kit so that I don't sound like anyone else.
That's
So
awesome.
I've really been putting it like in the hours actually.
No, big ups to you. I mean, for being a young producer, you kind of capture the essence of hip hop culture, at its core, by trying to switch things up and to kind of put your own sort of expression into the music and what you say and how you produce music. So big ups to you for that one. And I also want to say thank you so much for adding the drums to the track I produced, also with Youngster.
Back like I never left.
Back like we never left. So we did the song last year that was a part of a major campaign. The music video is about to drop for that song as well. But Shaney Jay played a huge role in that because there's a certain direction that we needed to go with the song. And with Youngster working closely with Shaney Jay, we also wanted to make sure that there's a good balance. Shaney came in, added the drums, and he also worked on the bass line, just to kind of give it that flavor and the balance that we needed. So big ups to you for that one.
Thank you. I was definitely honored.
No,
and
awesome.
Speaking of songs that we did, there's also the one a lot of people don't know, but I think it's very important. And actually, one of the most important songs in my catalog is Don't Verstaan that we did on Dreams on Payables. It was
Yes.
me, yourself, Young, and Emil.
Emil, yeah.
That was a crazy song.
No, cool, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man is here. He's in the flesh. Shaney, sure. I'm just trying to wrap my head around all the work that you've done. Apart from the single that we're going to drop, what's on the horizon for you?
I've been working on like a list of singles. So Yes Yeah is actually the first one like from that compilation.
Yeah.
So I really just want to flood the industry this year with like my own singles.
Yes.
And there's a few projects that I executive produce this year that's also dropping. So
That's
look out for me.
amazing. I'm not going to keep you too long though, but I know there's a lot of people probably scratching their heads, and I know there's a lot of people that assume things as well, about the producer and the artist working relationship. Youngster, we know he's got the highest profile in Cape Town City. He's definitely carrying the flag on so many different levels. So just on a personal note, what is it like working with Youngster in the studio?
It's always the best. I think me and him actually have a very good chemistry. Like Dreams on Play Balls, would actually suffer for beauty, because I feel like when we like perfected that this combination, and whenever I'm with Youngster in studios, like I know exactly what he's gonna do, he knows exactly what I'm gonna do, and I just feel like we're just gonna keep making it such.
No, awesome, man. So we're gonna drop the new single right now, Shane. If people want to connect with you, purchase your music, support you, how do our listeners go about doing that?
Find me everywhere at Shaney_J.
Fantastic. And then last question. Righto, we're out here giving ourselves a pat on our backs today. We want to encourage all our listeners, to do that for themselves. And also for us, I think the first level of support is you supporting yourself. Emotionally, spiritually, whatever it takes to get you to the next step. Apart from the music that you've dropped, even if you know somebody that deserves the shout out, give yourself a pat on your back. If you don't want to do that, give it to somebody else. What do you feel you've personally accomplished recently? Out of the music realm, out of Youngster, out of all of those things that you've done, put that aside. Anything else that you feel you've accomplished?
Damn. That's a good one. It's actually so difficult because everything I feel like I accomplished is like music driven or like work related things.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, dude.
Maybe you want to give flowers to somebody else out there?
To my team.
Yeah?
To my team over here.
So
to Warwick and Jesse.
What do your team do for you?
So Warwick is my manager. He's been handling.
Oh, brilliant.
He's been handling everything. And ever since he stepped in, it's actually made my job so much easier. Like I can just focus on music.
Yeah.
And none of the business side now. And to my homie Jesse, he's actually my co-producer as well. So if I can't come up with any melodies, whatever, I always send it through to him.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaney Jay. Shaney, please do us the honors and introduce your new single to our listeners.
So this is Yes Yeah featuring Youngster CPT, out now on all platforms. Let's run it up.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the building, stand up, turn the volume up, and you say yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Watch until the end.
Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Yo, Shaney Jay,
Yeah.
the plug, boy.
Yes, yeah. It's the old things that you must, yeah. Been around the world, it's a trip, yeah. And to the corner still get less, yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Remember when I wasn't on the list, yeah. Going to the door, get a love, yeah. Because we know tonight it's gonna skirt, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah, this is Mosa Lekker number, yeah. Yes. I think this is going to be my banger for 2024, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. Yes, yeah. Shaney Jay, Youngster CPT. Shaney Jay, thank you so much for popping in. And thank you so much for breaking the song right here on Good Up FM and
Thank
on the
you,
Good
man.
Vibes.
Thanks for having me back, bro.
Absolutely, the door's always open. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. One of the songs that just make you catch liquor feelings. That is the vibe right there. It's the Good Vibes, Shaney Jay. That's the new single, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a great pleasure and honor for the artist always to come through the doors and choosing our platform and our shows to come and drop the new songs. Hey, keep it coming, Kaapstad. Keep it coming. Shaney Jay and Youngster CPT made yes, yeah. This is then the Good Vibes.